So don't tell me nothing when steel band knocking and start the jam, 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 jam. Me whole waistline rocking, I feel it the wine or something inside the band. Every man hold on to a woman and we shouting, hey, I invented party, I invented party. So you know I'm a trinity. Hey, I invented party, I invented party. Lord. So when they talk about mash up to wave and mad up the place any day, anyway you're calling me name, you're calling me name. And when they talk about jump up and cool up, pull up, lick enough girl, turn up the waist and calling me name, they calling me name. I come from the Twin Island of Carnival. Oh Lord, it's we who create party and we love plenty, bacchanal, Lord, Lord. So don't tell me nothing when steel band knocking and start the jam, 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 jam. Me whole waistline rocking, I feel it the wine on something inside the band. Every man hold on to a woman and we shouting, hey, I invented party, I invented party. So you know I'm a trinity. I invented party, I invented party. So when they talk about mash up to wave and hot up the place any day, anyway you're calling me name, you're calling me name. And when they talk about
So we
up the waist and calling me name, they calling me name.
Okay, so we are officially in the second hour of the show. You are listening to the People's Chat Room right here on iTunes Radio with additional streaming on thepeopleschatroom.com. We are also on Instagram, and each show is streamed also on our YouTube channel, and that is where it is archived for you to watch at your own leisure. So we're in the second hour. This is where we're going to have Mr. Peter Gracey, followed by singer Ric Roar. Ric is from San Fernando, and I want you all to hear the talent that comes out of San Fernando or South Trinidad, in addition to Kiss and Marshall Montano, and yeah, I had to put it out there, and the Shango man himself, Super Blue, who was also a guest on the show about a year or so ago. San Fernando, South Trinidad has all the gems. It is what it is. You can't deny it. Including Preacher, because he was born, he is from Point Fortin. So I'm going to sit back. We're going to wait for our first guest to come in. I'm going to turn you back over to DJ Code Red.
You come here with your dry vibes, you go at it. On your mark, get set, get ready. Let me go, let me go, let me get it. Run down the line. Parties out from outside. Ready for the bump and grind. Wait along like a man.
Trouble. You're not looking trouble. Oh God, this is 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 trouble. Up in the DM, like in a picture. Girl, what you doing? Bending it over. Over, 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 over. Make me want to come over, 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 over. Yo, make that give me two pieces of lash behind the truck. Only you won't play, I tell you to play. Go play. Girl, the way you're moving your bottom left to right, that thing out of sight, I tell you okay. Okay. Trouble. I find you in trouble. Girl, the cause in trouble. You're not looking trouble. Oh God, this is 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 trouble.
Some girl I fight for money,
Yeah.
property. Don't want him be alone with nobody. So best you keep him home, don't let we see. Cause when he come around, he's all away. So what if I wine on your man? So what if I give him a job? So what if I give him batam? So what if so what if I wine on your man? So what if I give him a job?
That's not
So what
Dennis
if I give
Belfort.
him batam? So what if I start a drink and line?
She do that. Like Dennis
I start
Belfort.
to drink and line. Everybody watching me, but I tell them it's not for me. Don't blame me. It's not for me. Don't blame me. It's not for me. Don't blame me. I don't do it for myself. I just do it for the nation. Affecting congregation, the party population. Lord, oh Lord, everywhere they call me. I just do it for the nation. Affecting congregation, the party population. Lord, oh Lord, everywhere they call it. I only watch on.
You know what? Yeah, I need to reach out to him.
Okay.
I'll do that sometime this weekend because we gotta bring on. We have to schedule guests for November and December, and I've been dropping the ball because I've been so busy with this family reunion that we have coming up soon. Come. So I want to let y'all know also to round off this hour, we're gonna have Chairman Winston Gypsy Peters of the National Carnival Commission. Right now we're waiting for Mr. Peter Gracey to come on the air. I don't see anybody in the waiting room, and once your segment has gone, it's gone. So, let me turn it back over to DJ Code Red.
It's a bad girl. Some girl started now with a bad up body. Put your hand on your knee, look back, let me see. Just walk it, go round, bend down, so we please. Don't care if you're somebody, girl. Shake up your body, girl. Bend back and then work that thing, roll out with that body, girl. Just keep the thing bouncing there all night. Your body, girl. Bend back and then work that thing, roll out with that body, girl.
Look back, look back, hey. Look back, look back, hey. Start up, look back, start up. Hey. Make you face with the eye contact. Look back, hey. Start up, look back, start up. Girl, you look normal, but you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Girl, you know what you're doing.
Yo, CJ.
Girl, when you look back at it, eye contact. I go make you feel my contact. I want you to watch your conduct. So when you start to fling that, look back, look at how it arch. Look back at the speed. Look back, look what you just cause. Look back, girl, you look normal, but you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Girl, you know what you're doing. You face for the eye contact. She had the baddest, the baddest, the baddest. Put my money on that, spending me money on that. No, watch out. A girl in the front of the party, rock out and wine, mommy shake your bottom. The way you wine can tell that you're naughty. Bubble up your body, earthquake it, madam. What's a wine girl tip on the toe? Position like 6 on the club. Me no mind if she walk climb up on the bike, bring a tight something right.
Some people do it for the gram, boy, but I love to do me thing from my heart, doing it from my heart. So when it come to bacchanal, boy, I just come to mash up fet from my heart, doing it from my heart. Yes, I love people, but cannot trust everybody. So I choosing friends and keeping the circle small. And I don't need approval from anybody, cause you know I like to do me thing like a boss. If you see me by the big truck coming down, jamming to every soca sound, well, don't think I'm looking for favor, doing it straight from the heart. Find me up in every carnival, making like a real professional. This ain't no game, I'm keeping it well, I'm doing it straight from the heart. Yeah, I love how I live it, and nothing can change it. Yeah, I love how I live it. Now you don't have to like me, boy, but I still want to show your love from my heart, doing it from my heart. And I don't have no problem, no, but I still would drink a rum from my heart, doing it from my heart. Yes, I love people, but cannot trust everybody. So I'm choosing friends and keeping the circle small. And I don't need approval from anybody, cause you know I like to do me thing like a boss. If you see me by the big truck coming down, jamming to every soca sound, well, don't think I'm looking for fame, I'm doing it straight from the heart. Find me up in every carnival, making like a real professional. This ain't no game, I'm keeping it well, I'm doing it straight from the heart. Yeah, I love how I live it, and nothing can change it. Yeah, I love how I live it. Yes, I love people, but cannot trust everybody. So I'm choosing friends and keeping the circle small. And I don't need approval from anybody, cause you know I like to do me thing like a boss. If you see me by the big truck coming down,
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Nice to see a smiling face.
Thank you.
Welcome. Your TV came back on, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah. You watching the Clippers?
no. Actually, is San Fernando.
Oh, San Fernando, like San Fernando, like
Yeah, JB Man Cave.
okay,
There's more
like
than one.
Drive around and show you the whole city all over.
of our city.
San
San
Fernando, yeah.
What are you talking about? Yes, you're
How
not
much
that
is
sort
San
of person.
Fernando's, how much is San
Well, there's
Fernando's?
San Fernando in California, right? San Fernando Valley.
This is the San Fernando.
This
We-
is real
don't even
thing.
know what you're talking about.
Alright.
No, which part this place is.
She playing shy.
This is serious business, you know.
Welcome to the People's Chat Room. Thank you for just bringing your essence and your flavor, and most importantly, your music.
Thank you.
So I gotta put it out there. How I literally social media wise ran into Rick. We have this group on social media called I From South, and he I don't normally check it because I'm busy doing other things, and he posted one of his songs, and I just fell in love with the song, and that's how we started having our conversation. And it's like I just felt that, but you know what? I just told my little portion of it. Let's talk to you. How long have you been writing music and singing?
Well, this is like, honestly, when people ask me that, it makes me like confused. But the reality is I've been doing this since a child. And what I would do is separate myself and go in the yard and get matchsticks, and they were my people. And I will get these places and clean it up and have parties, cut out sound systems and sing for the ants, for sugar, and ants would come. And I always been doing. I had one lie I used to tell when I was going junior second that I used to sing with a rock band. And everybody was like, shut up, you ain't singing with no rock band. But what's the name of the song? And I used to sing this crazy song about this heartbreaking story.
So you like most songwriters, they write from their experiences, and I guess somebody broke your heart.
Oh Lord, yeah.
So you wrote
It's
about it. You had a tabanka.
He said, one day you came home and opened up the door. Next thing you know, she's lying. Don't let me forget the story. Bad tobacco.
Oh my God. So let's take that and let's bring it into the United States of America.
All right, yeah.
All right.
It was,
Go ahead.
it was Harlem. Getting to be in Harlem and working in, I work in the historic part of Harlem, work and live in the Dunbar houses, and the names are affiliated with it. And then I had my workshop, and people would come to my workshop and say, but you're an artist. And I didn't know what it was. I was like, no, I'm this cool dread, cool. And then it revealed itself, and in freestyle. One night they took me to a studio in New Jersey, and I guarantee you I did an album freestyle, and never heard that music again. But they said that would be the what they say, the lost song when you become famous. But honestly,
But do you keep all your music?
What's that?
Do you keep everything that you've written?
No, I've done work with two major producers. They have some of my work right now, which I have access to. And since I've been in Columbia, South Carolina, I've been working with some of the young producers here, and they some super talent where we get into mesh and fuse culture. It's like you're fusing the trap music with soca, reggae, and you're coming up with something beautiful.
So you brought that up. So let's elaborate on that a little bit, because what I'm hearing is that you are okay with embracing the younger music, the more the more current styles. You're okay with that. Not everybody's okay with that, because you just mentioned trap music.
No, well, you see, there's just a misinterpretation. Then what I'm talking about, the trap beat itself, to inculcate that trap beat into that rhythm of like one of the first things that I ever did was with a European artist who literally were publishing these trap beats. And the night I put the beat on, the first thing I hear was Poverty Is Hell in my head. I like, yo, that Shadow song. Yo, you could do Shadow song and that. And man, I went in and I get to kill it. And it was one of the, I'm still blessed and honored to know that I actually do a remake of a Shadow song like that, you know?
That was one of the big, well, Shadow had a whole lot of big songs, but that was the one that I think still resonates and will continue to resonate with people. You know, so let's talk about that song that I heard.
Oh, yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. Code, you're going to load it, and then we talk on the other side. So he's going to load it. We'll talk on the other side.
All right. Thank you.
That's good stuff.
Coming from you, thank you.
So as soon as I heard the track on social media, I reached out to him, and you responded immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
Because I wanted to make sure he had this song copyright before he put it up there, because people, is big teeth in the place, you know, but it's so sweet and it makes you remember home, and you know, so how long you've had this song out there?
What happened is I visited Trinidad for the first time in 25 years. On the 25th, my birthday was the 26th, and on the 27th, we put my mother ashes
What month is this we talking about?
July.
Okay.
So when I came back, everything was pushing me to literally this. Well, I did another track, which was to the youth man and them, but everybody said, hey, with all that you're dealing with right now, this is the time you gotta write. And I started writing. I thought it was a love song. Honestly, I swear, I honestly thought it was a love song. I was looking for the girl name, and the next thing I know, well, the name of the rhythm is Island Love Rhythm by Sinky Beats. This morning he contacted me. He gave me the go ahead and the essential information that I need, so we could proceed full fledged with this now.
It's a bad
so we
song.
make it, yeah. So we're making the video, in the process of making the video right now, and I hope to have it released probably like before the fall is over.
That's that's sometime in end of November or something like that.
November. Hopefully for Jade's birthday, for my youngest birthday, I should be able to release it by then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love the song. I will
Thank you.
continue to support you.
Thank you.
And looking forward to the video. And
Yes.
in the coming weeks, I'm sorry, not weeks, but months, obviously, we'll play more your music. We'll bring you back on and we'll highlight some more your music. But this one right here,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one right
yeah.
here,
And sorry, I'm a real introvert and I like to stick to myself. And I had joined the group, but then I saw Phyllis' name come up, and that's one of my childhood people. That's my family, them. And I was so encouraged. I said, "Yo, join that group, man." And I joined. But when Anthony Bishop died, um, I think, and you realize what a San Fernandian is. I'm in South Carolina. I've never seen anybody lay on the ground and party the soul out for South Carolina or any part of the world I've ever seen any ritual depicting that joyous fact of being a San Fernandian. And being San Fernandian for me is deeper because my story deep, So that's for another day. But I really am blessed and encouraged. So putting it up on the group there was just a chance. I was like, man, nobody ain't like it, boy. Come off, take that thing down there, boy. Take
well,
that
I
thing
got,
down there.
like I said, I don't normally check anything on the page, but something just told me check and see what's going on. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is good.
Yeah,
This is
that's
good.
the magic
This is
that's the
good.
magic that let's talk about.
So
That's the magic that let's talk
tell
about.
our listeners where, because I know you have a YouTube channel. Tell our listeners how they can listen to more of your music.
Thank you. My album is called Love and War. It's featured on all streaming platforms. It was released in October last year. And to me, it's doing great because people literally getting a different style of things. And most of the tracks you'll find as they're delivered in such a way, by the time you finish listening to it, you want to know what you listen to. Was this reggae? Was this soca? Was this? But it
Yeah,
was
you
a
have an
song.
eclectic kind of a vibe going on there, which is good because it helps people to understand that you can swing in any genre, which is good.
Yeah,
Because some people stick in one, but you okay moving around.
trap reggae lipso. So trap reggae lipso,
Trap reggae
trap
okay,
reggae lipso.
I want to hear
And
that.
we ain't going DC yet to do my
Okay,
with my
all
go-go
right.
people yet. So is there some?
I want to hear that one. All right, trap so send it to me
Trap.
via WhatsApp when it's ready, and we'll
Yeah,
check it out.
I will send you some of the tracks in the style.
I'll check it out.
No?
But
Okay.
we gotta go. Thank you so much, Ric Roar,
Thank you, Lamar. Thank
for
you, Lamar.
being on the People's Chat Room today.
Thank
Good
you,
music,
thank
good
you,
vibe,
thank
good
you.
people. Take it easy, my
Bless
friend.
and respect.
Respect.
Thank you.
Mr. Ric Roar, y'all. So I think we could bring him on for like 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. In my dreams, I'm the bestest keyboardist out there. Honorable Mr. Peter Gracey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I good. Listening to some good music. Did you hear that piece that just played?
I heard nothing.
Okay, you had it on mute, but that's okay. So
Yeah.
I know we gotta make it kind of fast, but I just wanted to get the information that is out there because I know you have the diaspora, and you also have an event coming up where you're getting information from, or you're encouraging young people to submit certain information, and I think that's in November, but I don't know enough, so let me turn it over to you.
The event that's coming up is the 4th annual This is Jamaica Poetry Scholarship Competition. And its titled sponsor is Lorraine J. Smith Foundation. And This is Jamaica is a Florida 501c3. Our website is thisisjamaica.org. And our mission is to empower the children of Jamaica to restore and preserve their culture through poetry and the creative arts. And we create a scholarship each year. We open it up to students age 1 to 17. They have to be in school, and it's all over the island. So far this year, we had registrations in almost every parish in Jamaica. We've covered the entire island. And the kids in Jamaica, what they do, they recite a poem called "This Is Jamaica" that I wrote, and they do a video rendition of the poem, and they inject their culture into it and their heritage, and they play it out, and they send the videos to us, and then we have a panel of judges who actually judge the videos. We have it broadcast every year. This year we're doing it on live on Jamaicans.com and also on our This Is Jamaica YouTube. As you know, Jamaicans.com is the biggest Jamaican platform you have on the planet, really. So,
a question:
and we have some.
Is it the same poem every year? Because this is your fourth year doing this. Is it the same poem every year?
Same
Did
poem.
you have to
Same
bring
poem
a different version of it, a different the interpretation?
Same poem. The words have to be the same, but the kids can do it however they feel like to do it.
Okay.
They don't have to say it. Last year we had a couple of people sing it, you know, and so they do their own rendition of it. But what happened is the important thing is the lyrics of the poem. When they hear it, the way it's written, it goes into that early cognitive stage of them, reminding them that they're Jamaicans, reminding them of their culture, reminding them who they are, and that they can be whatever they feel they want to be because they were born heroes. This is how we do it. The child that wins become an ambassador for This Is Jamaica. We put up a mural in the school with their picture. Last year we had a 9-year-old Marcia Dale. She won. We put up a mural in the school, and so kids are walking by seeing Marcia Dale on this wall, and they're like, "Wow!" And Marcia Dale is seeing herself. And through Marcia Dale now, we can go in that school and bring in resources through the diaspora and support the school.
Oh, so that's so that child becomes the champion for that year, where they inspire others, and in addition to that, like you just said, they get additional resources for that school. So the school gets a whole lot out of it.
The winning school also gets $500 to their cultural program. The winner gets $1,000. The second place winner gets $500. The third place winner gets $250 US. Now, every school that enters, not who registered, they have to enter. They're actually placed in a thing we call the community partnership program. And what that is, we have a lot of different organizations throughout the diaspora who is registered with us. And once that school enter any one of those schools, the one of the organization can say, I want to support this school using this program, because we have a list of programs, and then we connect them, and then the autonomy begins. You know, we back off and they work together. They don't have to mention us or anything. We just give opportunities to organizations and schools in Jamaica.
I think it's particularly interesting that it's the same poem that you use every year, which also gives the poem itself staying power that will live on for generations to come. And because of the words of the poem, it empowers each child, that so it becomes part of their DNA further. You know,
Exactly.
I like that.
Just to say, Marcia Dale, who won last year, she'll be performing at the Jamaica Honors on Heroes Day night. I'll be there to watch her, and she's going to be performing that poem for the Prime Minister and his wife and a whole slew of people in government. She'll be right there performing that poem because they requested it. But the idea is to make this poem the national poem of Jamaica. And so we're getting there. Now we're on the Prime Minister level.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. And Silent Mode Media Marketing in Georgia, they did a survey last year for the past 2 years, and This Is Jamaica is the most recited poem on the island for the past 2 years. For the past 3 years. So it's the thing about it is, it may be a poem that I wrote, but it's not about me. It's about the team, and it's about the children of Jamaica. We have to come together and do our portion. And this is it. We stay consistent.
But what I'm also getting from this, yes, is the consistency, and you got to stay the course. Remember what your goal is. Stay the course, and eventually the goal will come to you.
Exactly. And we have to make sure that we make it. And listen to this carefully. We have to make sure we make everything about This Is Jamaica. All right, let me put it a different way. When I came up with the concept of This Is Jamaica, it's all about This Is Jamaica. But the only way it can be about This Is Jamaica is make it about everybody else first. You know? And that's the way we approach it. We make it about everyone else first because it's about us. So it's like you do unto others that you wish others will do unto you. It's that concept, you know, the right way of working it. You know, that concept, you know. So this is so it's exciting times.
I'm happy for you. Tell us again the date and the whole submission process and how they can find the poem itself, because I'm sure it's on other platforms, and I did remember seeing a video of it somewhere. I think Michelle sent it to me. Can you just remind our audience the submission process and the exact date that this is going to come into, that this is going to unfold?
Well, right now the registration is closed, and right now the kids are doing their videos, and the submission date for the videos is November 3rd. And then the finals will be on December 8th at 7 p.m. Now, our website is thisisjamaica.org. You can go there and you can get information about everything. Our YouTube is YouTube/thisisjamaica. Facebook, This Is Jamaica USA. TikTok is official This Is Jamaica. We have our Instagram page, This Is Jamaica Inc. We have info at This Is Jamaica is our email. You know, it's all branded This Is Jamaica. And once you go to Google and type in This Is Jamaica, you're going to find it. It's going to come up. It's going to pop right up.
And that will also allow schools that would want to participate for 2025 to get all the information, get ready in gear so that they could submit and do what they got to do. Thank you so much, Honorable Peter Gracey.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. You take care and all the best. This is Jamaica.org is where you can get all your information, and we look forward to December where we could see all these little kids just doing their thing.
We should have a watch party.
Yes, we should. I endorse that. Yes.
You should do that, a watch party.
So you throw it on me. All right. I'll do it in partnership with you. Right?
There you go. Why not?
Take care, right?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Peter Gracey, this is Jamaica.org. It comes to, it unfolds in December. Right now, the kids are putting their videos together, and it unfolds in December. So I guess if you, as a school in Jamaica, want to participate, you're in time for 2025. Yeah, 2025. But in the meantime, I want to say again, thank you to Honorable Peter Gracey for being on the People's Chat Room. And now we get ready for Chairman Winston Gypsy PETERS from the National Carnival Commission, Trinidad and Tobago.
I hope you find someone else. I hope you find someone else. I'm not the one. To love you like I do. I hope you I hope you find someone else. I hope you find someone else. I'm not the one. To love you like I do. I hope me to love you true. To love you like I do. Wow. I tell you all what I get in is me.
Why that sound like a Tabanka song, so?
It is a
Is that a Tabanka song? I want to let you guys know, Miss Cheryl Charles, she's one of the advertisers on this program. Transport Charter Services, Cheryl Charles, owner-manager, 407-807-1347. And you can also send her an email at transportation45@gmail.com. I'm boasting that she's got this brand new 14-seater And whatever line you want to go on, whatever event you want to go on, please give her a call so she can transport your guests. 407-807-1347.
Wow, I tell you all what I get in this mépris. Oui, bon Dieu, papa zo. Oui, bon Dieu, papa zo. Whoa, I tell you all what I get in this mépris. Oui, bon Dieu, papa zo. Oui, bon Dieu, papa zo. What? Every day is stress. Yeah, I cannot take it, baby, next. Look, wow, every day is stress. Yeah, I cannot take it, baby, next. I hope you'll find someone, girl. Someone else, to love you like I do. I hope so. To love you like I do.
My belly, room for the truck. I say make room for the truck. Make room for the truck. I say make room for the truck. The truck coming down, beep beep pop up. Beep beep pop up. We coming down, beep beep pop up. Beep beep pop up. Rhythm coming down, beep beep pop up. Beep beep pop up. We coming down, beep beep pop up. Beep beep pop up. Baby bend down, for the beep beep pop up. Push back, for the beep beep pop up. I say bend down, for the beep beep pop up. Push back, for the beep beep pop up.
Ladies, line up. No joke, you know. A real proper brockouts. Line up, line up, line up, line up, line up. When it comes to party, I like y'all. Don't want no man, wanna see the party up and down. Make it jump, jump. If you see the smallie in the dance, smoke up for that dance. I ain't seen no faces, only waist, only bump. Make it tick, tick, flip it like your gymnastic. It's green I made from plastic. Testing automatic, that's what I see and I want it. Now that's good practice. Oh yes, gotta make it nasty. I know that show me a panty. Oi, you shutting it down. You're sending me down. You're showing your tongue. Waistline go wrong.
Your foot on your table. Shake your bambala. And if you can't play your cable, shake your bambala. Girl, don't worry with people. Shake your bambala. And when the steps stop paying for you, shake your bambala. 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 Shake your bambala.
Yeah.
Shake your bambala. Shake your bambala. Now take it how you want. Shake your bambala. Let's go. Shake your bambala. Okay. Shake your bambala. Let's go. Shake your bambala.
What you say? Shake your bambala.
Shake your bambala. Okay. Shake your bambala. Now take it how you want.
All right, so we're getting ready for our interview with Chairman Winston Gypsy Peters. So Kyle, I believe you can hear me. Yeah, you can go and let us see and hear. Good morning. This is the People's Chat Room. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I don't know where you, but it's a little afternoon here in Trinidad.
Yeah, it's afternoon, but here's how we does approach this, eh? We say, well, it's morning somewhere on the face of this earth because as it's an internet station.
I agree with you.
Yeah. It's nice to see your face.
Good. So can you see me?
Yeah, man.
All right. I'm
Kyle,
seeing you.
Kyle, good evening, Kyle. Because I know he's there somewhere.
Kyle is here with me, yes.
So I got to tell you.
Yes.
Anytime I have high-profile people on this show, I gush a little. For some people, I'm neither here nor there. And we do have a lot of high-profile people on this show. I grew up listening to Winston Gypsy Peters, but I understand that today you're here in the capacity of chairman of the National Carnival Commission, but I can still throw in a couple questions on music, right?
Oh, you can. Ask me anything you want as long as it's within my capability to answer, I will.
Okay, all right, I like that. Again, welcome to the People's Chat Room, and standing next to me is my cohort DJ, Code Red. Yes.
Code Red.
Afternoon,
Code
sir.
Red, huh? Code Red.
Yes,
Code
sir.
Red.
Yes, sir. Afternoon,
Code Red
sir.
is in the army.
Well, I should be.
Okay.
I should be, but
All right.
So let's start having our convo. You've been the chairman for the National Carnival Commission now for what, a little over a year?
No, I've been here for this is about the 6th year.
The 6th year?
Yeah.
Wait a second. So when was
2018 to now is what?
So a term is how many years?
Well, a term is how long the government wants you to be. A term depends on how capable and how competent you are, I imagine.
Okay, but this isn't your first go around. You've done this before with the NCC, haven't you?
I was the Minister of Culture in Trinidad and Tobago, so I was in charge of all of Trinidad and Tobago's culture, and I was the only culture and multiculturalism minister Trinidad and Tobago ever had, meaning that I was responsible for all the idiosyncrasies of all our cultural activities in this country.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It most certainly was for a little shoulder like mine, but
and you did that double duty for how long? How many years?
I did it like basically 4 years.
Okay, so what were the challenges that you faced sometimes?
Well, the challenge is Trinidad is a multiracial, multicultural, multi-religious place. And because of that, you had to deal with all of that at one time.
With a smile on your face?
Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. What was good about it is that you have a staff and you have a capable and competent staff that would guide you along and work with you to achieve your objectives. And that made it a little bit easier.
Okay. So before you got into this position of chairman of NCC, I believe Colin Lucas was the chairperson?
Colin Lucas was the chairperson, and then Colin Lucas became the CEO, and I took over from him as the chairperson.
Okay, and you've been in this position now since 2018? Since
2018, yes.
Okay, so one of the things that I've observed from administration to administration, and not necessarily NCC per se, but we're going to use that as an example, is that every administration tends to want to do things differently. So I say that to ask this question. When you took over from Colin Lucas, were there things that you felt needed to be done differently, that you needed to put your flair on it?
Well, I don't know if it's flair, but my own subtle competence. Yes, I have been a carnival person literally all my life.
Yes, you have.
I've been involved in carnival since I was 4 years old.
Captain, that ship is sinking. I had to throw that in.
Yes. Tomorrow I'll be 72.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've really been involved in carnival literally all my life. So there are things that I would have, and I've not only been involved in carnival in Trinidad and Tobago, but I've been involved in carnival in New York, in Miami, in Washington, D.C., in the Virgin Islands. I've been involved in carnival. Carnival is what I do. I've been to just about every carnival in the world.
So I feel like if I should ask you this question, and this is me asking you this question, not as the chairperson of NCC, but someone who's seen so many different carnivals over the years and been involved in so many different carnivals over the years. What do you see as okay, simple question. How has carnival changed for the better over the years?
Carnival has changed for the better in a lot of ways because the bands have changed, the masks have changed. Some people would say that this is not for the better, but I believe that it is because it gives an opportunity for more people to incorporate themselves into the carnival activities that we are having. And every generation shaped the world to suit itself, you know.
True that.
Whether you like it or not, or whether you don't like it, I mean, it is going to happen. And the generation that is here now is not the same one that my grandparents deal with, or even I dealt with when I was a child, or when I was a young person.
Does NCC have a lot to do with the routes that the bands parade on for Monday and Tuesday?
NCC has everything to do with it, not some.
Okay.
NCC has everything to do with it, and more than that, I may say that NCC has everything to do with Carnival in Trinidad.
Okay.
Because NCC is the National Carnival Commission of Trinidad and Tobago. Anything that has to do with Carnival has to do with the National Carnival Commission. This is basically, if you may, the Ministry of Carnival. This is where all the decisions on Carnival is made.
So the reason why I ask is because over the past couple of years, I've seen people complaining about the routes and that not enough people or vendors are given the opportunity to display their products because the route has changed. So it's kind of put some of the vendors in a stinky place as opposed to where they can be seen and make some money.
You want me to give you a Donald Trump answer?
No, I want you to give me
Over the years, I've seen people complain about the sun when the rain is falling, and about the rain when the sun is shining. And what I mean by that is that it matters not what you do in life. People would complain. To try to please everybody in the world will be foolhardy. If you do this, somebody should find you will do that. If you do that, somebody should find why you do that and not that. So the thing about it is that you have to do, and that's why you're here, you have to do what you think is best for the majority of people. And I think so far, we have done the best that we can for the majority of persons, whether they are vendors, masqueraders, musicians, or what have you, that participate in Carnival. I think that we have done the best that we can for them.
I just feeling this need to start singing again. Captain, the ship is sinking, but please forgive me. It's just that.
No, you should start to sing. No. Captain, the ship is sailing.
Captain, the ship has sailed. So.
This is an SOS from the Trinidad location.
All right. So, in launching Carnival 2025, thank you, DJ Code Red. I feel like and this is just me saying this because I just,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? Every year you try to do something differently based on what was or was not done the prior year, right?
Yes, we try to do that, but like the more things change, the more they remain the same. Because Carnival is Carnival. If you change a costume today, it might have a few different colors, it might have a different shape, but at the end of the day, what it is a mass costume. And so what we try to do is to do the best that we can in terms of what you get as snippets of Carnival at the launch of Carnival. We try to put a collage or a conglomerate of all aspects of Carnival together that would reflect Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival. Because Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival, let's face it, is different to all the carnivals in the world. Because what we have in Trinidad and Tobago is primarily a portrayal carnival. What do I mean by that? I mean it's a carnival that have its antecedents in built into religion. It is built into historical happenings. It is built into to struggle. And so you would find characters in our carnival that you would find no other place in the world because they did not have the same experience as we do. What we have done is inculcated some of the aspects of other aspects of our culture into our carnival. And that is why we have in Trinidad and Tobago and no other place in the world, you will hear us have something called regional carnival. And what do I mean by regional carnival? Trinidad and Tobago is the only place in the world, and it is because we give the world this type of carnival that they know, that carnival is being celebrated in every nook and cranny in our country. Like take for instance, where we have exported carnival, because we have exported carnival to 120 countries or
20 countries in the world.
And you would find that their carnival is actually in a park. You would find the carnival is in a parade route. While we have parade routes that are controlled in Port of Spain, but if you go up to Belmont, you will still find some mass. If you go to Miaro, you will find a different kind. If you go to Moruga, you will find a different kind of mass. If you go to Toco, and all of this is happening simultaneously. So it's like Port of Spain is the epicenter. You would find that San Fernando might be more of the same, but with a different type of mass.
Yes.
And you might find that Sangre Grande is a hub for a different kind of mass as well. But at the end of the day, we are unique in the fact that Carnival is played and decreed so to be played in every part of the country. So nobody can stop you from playing mass.
But isn't that part of what you just said, the decree that from the time, Monday, Saturday night, Sunday night, whatever, the whole island shuts down?
Yes. Which is this year is going to be the 3rd, Monday the 3rd. And Tuesday, of course, the 4th of March would be Carnival. So when the president declared that Carnival starts on the 4th, midnight on the 3rd, then you could play mass whole day, whole night until the 4th, when you have to stop at midnight. Nobody could stop you from playing mass. And that's what makes us unique. And that's what makes our carnival what it is. Because again, the historical attachment to our carnival is
So-
different to everything else.
so-
It's
so-
not just about economics.
So let me kind of like emphasize that for some of our listeners that may not have a clue when he says the historical aspects. When you look at how it started with Camboulet and all of that, and you have the Juve characters, the Midnight Robbers and all of that, is that something that you've... okay, let me say this. I'm guilty. I haven't been home for Carnival in a couple of years. I didn't have to say that.
That's
but
not good. That's
I'm
not good.
being
I'm not-
transparent.
no.
I'm being
Oh,
transparent.
No. It's not good.
But I'll be home next week, and I hope
I'll
to
be
say hi
looking-
to you.
Looking forward.
I'm going to be home for Carnival.
Wait, he can't hear you.
I'll be home for Carnival 2025.
Right? You're not guilty of that. What she
I'm not
guilty
guilty of
there.
that. But
Sentence you to come.
If
Listen.
my wife might run in here real quick, she'll be playing mass with humor.
All right.
I'll be playing the ass alongside her because I'm
All
not
right,
music
good,
man.
good.
I mean.
So listen.
Yes, sir.
Since you haven't been here so long for Carnival, that's who I'm talking to now. The National Carnival Commission of Trinidad and Tobago sentenced you to be here. With no room for appeal.
Man, I should have shut my mouth. But, but you know, I mean, it's like, I had to put that up front before I say what I had to say, because maybe
Go
I'm
ahead,
missing
say
out
it.
on a whole lot because I don't know. But have those characters, those Juve characters, has NCC kind of like reawakened them somewhere along the line, and now they play a very integral part, particularly in Monday Mass?
Well, let us say to you that we have a program from the National Carnival Commission where we teach those things at school. We teach them how to continuously make the costume. We teach them the perpetuation of the characters in Carnival takes place at the school level in Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah.
You know what? I'm listening to you, and this is something that I think way back when Pouchette was in NCC, and I think they did it one time, but I think it's something that maybe NCC now, under your leadership, can probably take that up and probably do a workshop for Orlando Carnival, which is every Memorial weekend.
If Orlando would find a way to invite the NCC to do that, and let's find a way maybe to I don't know how the financing of that would go, but if we can find that, we would be more than willing to do that. Because remember, we have propagated our type of carnival all over the world and continue to so do. So there would not be a problem for us to do those kind of things. That's what we want to do. That's why we exist.
Okay.
So Carnival, I am want to say all the time that Carnival is the greatest export that we have out of Trinidad and
Sure
Tobago,
is.
apart from oil and gas. And Carnival is not finite. Carnival has an infinity, so that we can do it as much as we want, as long as we want, and how we want. And I can see going way into the future.
Well, let's see, let me see if I could start that conversation. Another thing is, I want to know, and obviously I know you have a response, the how tight, and I can't think of another word, is that connection between NCC and Pan Trinbago. Miss Beverly was on the show a month ago. Because we have a really good relationship with the president and particularly the secretary of Pan Trinbago.
Yes.
How intense, how tight, how symbiotic is that relationship?
Well, let me tell you, it is so tight that the president of Pan Trinbago sits on the board of NCC.
Okay.
So the president of Pan Trinbago helps make the decision here at the National Carnival Commission. So that we are airtight, actually. There's a synergy between all that goes on with us. Okay. Most of the things that happen in Pan Trinbago, all of it happens not in a vacuum, it happens with part of NCC working together with Pan Trinbago, and of course the mass fraternity. We work with all of them,
Okay.
And Pan is an integral part of our carnival. It always has been. As a matter of fact, it's an integral part of our culture, so much so that we are so happy that it was just declared we have a Pan Day.
A Pan Day. Because last
declared
year,
by the United Nations.
some of the good vibes and feedback we had last year was that for Panorama, it's like Pan kind of like took precedence over Carnival itself. If I'm saying
I don't
it
think
correctly.
that is going to happen. I don't think
No, I'm probably saying it wrong. But Pan, so let me see if I could take another stab at this. it was so awesome, the vibes last year. The resurgence. Thank you, Code Red. That is like that kind of like it just brought carnival. You know, like when you pour beer and the froth come to the top. Pan was like the froth.
You know, I agree with you in a way, but I don't like the word resurgence.
Okay,
Because Pan has never.
That was your word. I'm sorry.
No, well, yeah, that's okay. People use different words for different things, but I don't have to like all of them. This is one of them that I don't like. I don't like the word resurgence. But having said that, Pan has taken more prominence.
Yes, that's the word,
Beverly
prominence.
has taken over because she has brought things that was dormant in the background to the forefront, and exhibited in such a way that it has shown more prominence. And for that we are thankful, and that's why I love her and I love what she's doing to the Pan fraternity. She has the Pan fraternity at heart. You know, there are people who they do things just because they're either being paid for it or because they can get a specific benefit out of it personally. But she might be doing it, I mean, she has to be paid. But I do not believe that in her case that is the sole purpose. Why she is there is because she has a genuine feeling for the Pan. It's like what I feel about Calypso. I feel the same way about Calypso.
I got to tell you, though, I don't think people know this. Some people don't know this, but as far as extempo is concerned, you're one of the best.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You, Black Sage, obviously, Bungie. Pretty is decent too, but people don't know that. You're pretty good with extempo.
I appreciate it. I have won the extempo crown 14 times.
I know that.
And yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. It's innate to me. But you know, I like to see other young people come up. I would love to see that. The reason why I stay in the competition is to make myself a target so that it would encourage people to want to beat me. Because every time I get out of it, I haven't taken part in it. There are times I haven't taken part in it maybe on 12 or 15 occasions since it started. But I like to be there. I like to make myself a target. And the truth be told is I love when people win. But I want them to really genuinely win. Because if you give people false hope that they win something and they really and win it, it doesn't do anything to them.
It doesn't really inspire them.
It doesn't do anything to them.
So let's talk, because we're almost at 2 o'clock. So let's talk the schedule. By the way, I don't know if you know this. You're welcome to return any amount of times before Carnival 2025.
All right, okay, and I appreciate the invitation.
So this is part one of the convo.
Yeah, I will
give us the schedule.
Kyle is going to set that up for me.
Yes, he will. Give us the schedule for Carnival as far as the launch is concerned.
Well, let us say that, first of all, let's start with Tobago Carnival, because you know that
October.
Trinidad and Tobago has two separate carnivals now, which I've been fighting for the last 30 years, 40 years or so. And now it is there. So we have two carnivals. Tobago Carnival will be on the 25th to the 27th of this month. So it starts next week Friday, and it goes until the 9th. Until the 27th, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It goes until the 27th. So that's Tobago's Carnival. Then we have the launch of Trinidad and Tobago's Carnival, which is the big carnival, the
big
carnival
papi.
that the world so like to emulate. And that carnival will be launched on November the 9th. Okay. On November the 9th, we'll be launching Carnival. And then Trinidad and Tobago Carnival will be March the 3rd and 4th. 2025. Okay. So we look forward to having everybody there. And if you want to get in touch with us, you could contact us. Our website is ncc.org. And if you want to get us on Facebook, it is at NCC TT. Okay. So you can contact us there. And if you want to get us on Instagram, it's at NCC-TT.
So the cool thing is that this interview will be played again twice tomorrow, and not on iTunes. We have some rebroadcast stations, and from November another station. Yeah. And again, we would like to have you back on after the November launch, so we could talk some more Carnival. But it is such a pleasure, I tell you.
The pleasure is mine, and you know that this year's theme is "There is no place like home."
No place like home.
Oh, and you know what?
What?
We don't just mean nationals of Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to make you feel at home once you get here. So come to Carnival 2025.
I like
and
that.
we are going to have a wonderful time. The mother of all carnival, the home of carnival, the land of carnival. And come on down.
Thank you so much, Chairman. See you again on the People's Chat Room sometime in November. And we appreciate you. Just keep doing you. Thank you.
Pleasure's
And thank you, Kyle.
Pleasure is mine.
Thank you.
Sir, take care. Take care.
All right. Code red. Code red.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So there you go. This was our show for today on the People's Chat Room. Our second hour, we had Mr. Peter Gracey, Ric Roar, and the chairman of the National Carnival Commission of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Chairman Winston Gypsy Peters. So y'all, Trinidad Carnival coming up. In the meantime, remember to vote November 5th. We will not be on the air next week, Saturday. You'll hear a repeat of this show. Y'all have a blessed weekend.
Express, let them non-stop. This train is stopping at any station. Tell the train man at the train station to raise up the rail and break for your feel. There's only DJ jamming, Guy Sony and singing, and you